All month long, we've been featuring women business leaders in the Berkshires every week. And tonight, our final installment takes us to Great Barrington and the headquarters of Jane Iredale Cosmetics. Connecting Point's Carolee McGrath sat down with the mineral makeup pioneer to talk about how she started her business 25 years ago and her views on the importance of makeup today.
The better we feel about the way we look, the stronger our immune systems are. There are studies that came out of Japan, and they can actually measure a lift in the strength of our immune systems when we feel that we're at our best.
And it's not just about being vain. It's about operating kind of at a more comfortable level.
Expressing yourself,
yeah,
the way you want to be to the outside world. This is incredibly important. And I know when we've done our focus groups, women tell me, even if I'm working from home, I feel better if I've taken a shower, put some makeup on, I sit at my desk, I know I write better, my energy is better. It's just what we do.
Why did you decide to launch this?
Well, I've been in the entertainment world for quite a long time. I worked with a lot of models and actresses. Everybody was struggling to keep their skins healthy. This was the days before Photoshop, so it was harder to retouch things then too. So it was just something that I noticed. I didn't really think I would do anything about it. But then when I was deciding that I needed to move out of the entertainment world, I got real showbiz burnout. I thought, why couldn't we have a makeup that's good for the skin? So we started with one product 25 years ago this year. And that led to another product, then another product, then another product. I never thought I'd end up with a makeup line. Just wanted to do a foundation that people could wear and not break out from and get sensitized to.
And so you had mentioned that you came from a film background and a theater background. So obviously you were working with some pretty big names. Tell us about some of the people that you had worked with.
Oh, a lot of big names that came through my door when they were, just starting. People like Glenn Close and Susan Sarandon and Meryl Streep, and those people, of course, became huge stars. It was great to watch their careers develop over the years and feel I'd had just a little bit to do with it in the beginning.
That's pretty exciting. And tell me a little bit about the challenges that you face and as a woman coming out of the film industry and launching your own business.
Yeah, well, what was really good about the business that I chose to go into is it's so female dominated. And I went from really a very challenging environment in the entertainment world to something that felt very nurturing and satisfying. I was enhancing the lives of women. That's really what I wanted to do. And I was getting feedback, wonderful feedback all the time. So the challenge was really in the newness of the product. How do we communicate that? How do we address that, educate around that? All of that takes a lot of money. I started with $10,000, so I didn't have a lot of play money. So that was really the challenge, was getting us on a firm financial footing, having people like banks give us credibility as a woman-owned business. And that was 25 years ago. It was a different world.
And now this is sold all over the world, right? And it's sold online.
Over 50 countries,
this is something that has just taken off from 10 grand to where you are today. Why did you decide to have your home base be Great Barrington?
Well, I'm this sort of country girl at heart, and I found myself spending more and more time up here. Then I started the company up here, and we moved out of the city. But we were in the middle of nowhere. Well, it was 15 minutes to the post office and so on. So the day I decided that we'd really outgrown my house, because it was now taking over the kitchen, the bedroom, the bathroom, everything, Great Barrington was the nearest town that had a bank and a post office and employees, and so I've never regretted it. It was a wonderful choice for us.
And we're sitting here in an old school, which is now your beautiful company. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, this was the first school actually in the area to bring all the little schools together, all the little schoolhouses, and have all the kids in one place. So it was built in 1889 in what they call the arts and crafts architecture. It's a very, very solid, beautiful building. but it needed, it hadn't been used for 10 years, so it needed a lot of TLC, bringing up to code. And where we're sitting now was the old, dirty old, dark attic, and we raised the roof, put in skylights, and we actually renovated it to gold LEED standards, and it was a labor of love.
How would you encourage a young woman who is thinking about starting her own business? There's so many factors, right? You have to think about insurance, employees, renovating buildings, perhaps, maybe starting in your house, you know, in your bathroom and bedroom and all that.
Absolutely.
How do you encourage somebody to take the plunge?
Well, I think now young women especially are encouraged because they're seeing their friends doing similar things, and it's now so much easier because of the internet to communicate and get your message out. But I would say that, first of all, before you do anything, investigate, see where the white space is. That's what I asked myself when I started the company: what's wanted and needed? When I started, we really were the first to do clean beauty. And now, of course, it's a crowded landscape. But we don't do a lot of looking back. We're always looking forward. What else can we do? How else can we do this? And we have a lot of expertise now. So,
is that the advice you'd give too? Is not, don't look back and look forward?
Yeah, I think so. If you keep looking over your shoulder, then you're not moving forward, and moving forward is where you need to be.